matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there. How about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. In this play, they took him to the limits.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got him a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Rodgers now on first down.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way they were being methodical on offense here in their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
And again, it's Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but
the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And again it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and the lead is up to 15 now. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way. In the game of football, you run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the 2nd level. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They'll get 23 yards there, and it'll give the Packers a 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 41, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones,
34 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive.
And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 9 from the 44.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Dillon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score. Packers 28, Chiefs 21. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Tony.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route catch. Get out of bounds. Stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the out.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony.
30. 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The way he's throwing the football today, I'm also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Mahomes. And he's in for the touchdown.